Merry Friday. Merry Friday, everybody. I think it's Friday, right? Right? It's Friday. Yeah, I know what time it is. I know what day it is. Trust me. It's been a couple days. I took a few days off to play a game with my son. What was it? In the back rooms or something? Escape the back rooms. Yeah, we beat it. Me and him we just played it nonstop until we beat it. It's a pretty good game. It's only $9, and all you do is like traverse through these areas that are just kind of weird, kind of sci-fi areas. I don't know how to explain it, but look up the back rooms. But that's what we played. It was fun. Kind of. I think I might try to make one of those. It seems like I could pump that one out pretty fast. I have a kind of neat idea if I did. Maybe a side project. All right. So what I've been doing. I spiced up the dev level again. So I switched out this level here and I got it working and functional in the game, and the character can walk around pretty like almost issue free for like within a few minutes. It's just how good the level design's getting right now, or the systems. Let's see here. And now I've got collision on the camera. So the camera, if something gets in the way of the player, the camera will try to move forward. So nothing should ever like cover up the player. See, like that sign, whenever the sign covers up the view of me, the camera adjusts. That's new. Might need some polish, but we'll see. I've also made it to where I can zoom way the hell out. So like I can do really long paths like this. So the camera's adjusting to the ceiling there. I've got the fog of war re-implemented here right now, but I need to adjust that actually. I created a wall, like a wall of fog, black and red fog that circles the walkable area. If you look here, you can kind of see it. Like that's kind of like the boundary of the level. I don't know. I was trying to add something kind of cool, something mystic, or it looks kind of cool. But I'm gonna put props behind it, like trees and stuff. But basically, I'm gonna lighten it up too. But it basically signifies kind of the border. Maybe it's a little overdone, I think, right now, because people are like, what the fuck is that? It is, you know. I got a little flicker with the fog of war hider. I need to figure that out. That's what I was working on. Actually, this is what I was working on. So, camera controller, handle zoom. So we're taking get camera zoom amount, which is going to be like 1. I can't imagine this being anything. Time zoom increment. Well, that's interesting. Well, let's go camera zoom. Oh, this only affects how fast the offset moves to get caught up. It doesn't affect this. So this is always going to be at probably 2F, because I believe this would come back as a 1. Let me see what this is. Read value, camera zoom, which is probably bound to the mouse scroll wheel. And then let's do zoom speed. All right, let's see if that fixes it. I want to be able to zoom way in and out for debugging reasons because I want to be able to walk, you know, around a building or something. So I'm making it to where I can see further than the player would normally right now. Zoom speed, let's go to 100. And we compiled, let's hit play. Yeah. Whoa. Working. It's multiple. It's actually fast as hell now. Wonder why the dots are blinking. Is it Z fighting or is it? It's got to be that camera angle maybe, because it looks fine there. Can't go in between here at all. Camera zoom. Let's go by 10. Okay. Fog of War, we're going. Try to 5. Oh, what was I thinking here? Oh, this is on the player. Shit. Okay, what all have I done now? I have 10, 5, and then gotta remember it because I'm in play mode. So again, the player's only gonna get certain zoom out ability. Well, I don't know. I may give him way out here, just so making traveling long distance, you can just click and forget, and then start switching between camera points. So let me fix this real quick. The flickering is just why, like, I think I know why it's happening. So I'm gonna see if I can. Thought I had it fixed just a moment ago, but apparently not. Shit, I forgot. Oh dear. All right, so it was on the path finding. Let's go back here. We're gonna slow down so I can see if I can fix stuff as I go. Fog of War. Five. Camera target speed. Yeah. Yeah, see. Okay. What the fuck? So I believe the Foggerboard revealer. I offset 1.3. I didn't have it at 2. Let's try that. That's almost too slow. And I'm actually going to turn off the camera collider. No, don't start up again. Got like my hair in my ear or something. Ah. It's driving me a little crazy, actually. All right. What was I going to do? Revealer there. I offset to. What was it? What else was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I don't know what I'm going to do. So on the camera manager, I'm going to add an ability to. Actually, no. Let's do it on the. What would be the most logical place to put this guy? Unit action system is it? It's where I've been doing everything. So in the update, we're going to have a new method that's called this doesn't care whose turn it is, or this doesn't care whose turn it is, or if it's enemy or player. I want this to be able to happen at any time. So if it instance get this is going to be called update game speed. Yeah. So now I got to go create a key binding. So if I want to, I should keep building stuff in the new input system. I just don't like the new input system. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So here's my action list. So now I'm going to add a new action. This is going to be get our set speed, set game speed to fast key. And I want to bind it to spacebar, I think, honestly. I don't think I have anything bound to spacebar yet. because shit, I got something to control. All right, we'll keep it there for now. So basically, I've created a new action. I need to rename these to their actual actions. I don't like where I'm doing like E key. This should be the interact key. 1 through 8 kind of makes sense, but yeah, R key, B key change. Okay, wait, I do have B key in here. Thank you. Move key, Q. Yeah, I got everything right. So now that I've done that, I should be able to access it like this. Set game speed fast. Read. Wait, I don't know what I want to do here. Get value. Read. Value, I guess it's going to be a float. Let me look at what the camera error, rotate keys, read value, float. I guess it is float. If this is going to be more than 0, if 0, don't update game speed. If greater than 0, update it. Is how that's going to pan out. So this method actually still makes sense. Oh shit. Whatever, I'm gonna fix that name later. I'm just gonna make it update game speed instead of getter set. So if that's greater than 0, we're going to set. No, I don't want that. I want set player movement. Set unit movement speed. We're going to set it to 25 for now. And we're going to make that a config that is switchable in the game settings. So that way players who play a lot can just have their speed jacked up so they don't have to wait. They can kind of get through the game faster. So we're going to generate this method. And we're going to say equals V. All right. So now if I press that, I'm going to set it to this, and then we're going to go we're going to call it 10, or we're going to say 5. I'm going to find a better way of doing this. All right, now I can speed up the movement anytime I want. Oh, I also wanted to update the camera, action camera stuff. All right. So go back to camera controller. Oh, what was that? Update speed. And so I keep forgetting, like, oh, I'm gonna go do this, and I forget about it, and then it's like gone. Like, I hope that wasn't important. Okay, my fog of war is gone. I have to fix that. Yeah, it's bugged. There we go. It's not working. Oh, that might explain it. Segment buffer. Too big. All right, so when I'm going way out with the radius, which I shouldn't be doing, even for debugging reasons. So with radius, we're gonna just say 60 is our max and see where that gets us. But we're also gonna up the segments for the fog of war. Now again, I need to test this on a lower end machine. It doesn't really affect me when I change these, but we'll see. Okay. All right, let's see if it starts to cry. Nope, we got shadow. We got our fog of war is there. It's working like intended, except for the fences are a little messed up. So I can go way out. Let's do a crazy path here. So what I'm working on is improving the movement, the way things like filter through the environment, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm really dialing it in here. Okay, what all did I change? Still got a little flickering. I'm trying to get rid of that flicker with the fog of war. I'm almost got it. I should be able to speed up the character's movement with the space bar, but it's not working. So let's find out why. So I'm going to highlight this, do a quick watch, and just see what it comes back with. And we got 0. So now I'm going to undo this breakpoint, hit play again, and I'm going to hit space. Now see, I came in. The movement speed is getting set. So now if I go back up into that, movement speed is 25. But the game speed's still going the same. And see, it's, oh, every time it flickers, it segments. Okay, so this is what I get for doing really large areas. So maybe it's just going to be a limitation. Like I got to keep this reined in. So let's go back to 35. Let's see if we get any segment errors after that. I just, when I'm zoomed out as a dev, I want to be able to zoom way out further than the player can in the actual game so I can work on stuff. Yeah, cool. Whatever. There we go. So now, oh, we rolled action camera. So we're going to, I set the action camera about 20% chance it'll go into one of these little cinematic things. So I got to fix the pathing on that. But basically, after I put this map in here and I updated the layers for all the walls, buildings, cars, whatever, general stuff you don't walk through, the level was playable. So right here, what you're going to see is this building with a roof on it. And I'm going to walk through it now. I have a collider on the Cinemachine camera. So boom, now that it'll actually keep you in view if you do go underneath something like that. There we go. All right, so why am I not getting my movement speed increase? It sets it right there, but I bet you it's getting overwritten. I bet you 100% that's what's happening. Find all references. Movement speed equals speed. Set coroutine. Oh, I can't. That sucks. Move along paths. Movement speed is set at start of coroutine. So can I fix that? I think I can. So if I find all references here for it in the method, we're here. So that's okay. So I no longer need this. So I'll take it out of here. There we go. Now I should be able to affect the speed of the movement in mid movement. So I can go from walking slowly to fast so the player can switch between the two. Hit play. Yeah, keep forgetting I got a little desk fan here like pointing away from me. All right. So now I'm slow. Oops. I forgot the breakpoint in there. Yay! I've created fast forward for the game. You can use the space key to get to your destination faster. And again, this is a whole new map. I didn't lay this out. I just cut it out and then I brought it in and I quickly using layer changes made it to where I can navigate it with my pathfinding. But it's not 100% perfect. So you're going to see some weirdness, but this is really cool, man. You can fast forward the game. Ha ha ha. See the collider when the camera, or the collider that, where's it at? I'm really like nailing down the movement and polishing quality of life stuff to make the game smoother. All right, so the B key. Did we ever get the B key wired up? Come on, B key, show me your mysteries. Get B key. Find all references. Go to next camera. Find references. We're here. We're getting called. No wonder this wasn't working. If the unit action system is busy, that means the player's in the middle of an action, like movement. So I need to do this before that. Yep. All right, so now this should work. So now I should have the ability to toggle. Whoops, hold on, forgot. Toggle camera angles as you're moving. So instead of you just watching it from top down, you can actually hit the key and toggle between camera angles. Hopefully this works. Oh. Guess I'm gonna detach from the game. So I'm gonna pick some long path. I'm gonna hit well, it's not working. Go to the next camera mount. Get random camera mount. Jeez, that was a fracking mess. My current camera is 6. Oh, but the action camera is not enabled. So what I want to do, so if I go back in the call stack here, when I'm doing this, I want to enable the action camera. Show action camera, yeah. And then I think the movement action completing will take care of hiding it for me. So I didn't roll it. Actually, I think I'm going to take that out. So what is this? Go to based on action start. I think I need to do all this too. So instead of that, and instead of this, we're going to do that. And that is it. Now it should work. $150 is probably too much. Wait, am I on a breakpoint? I'm on a breakpoint. Oh, camera controller. We'll do 100. All right, so now if I, oh yeah, yes, you can now switch between camera mounts. Oh, even when you're idling. Okay, so it didn't hide the camera for me like I was hoping. But still cool. All right, so we're gonna hit pause. Why wouldn't the action complete on any action complete on any camera show? No. On any action completed. We're gonna hide the camera. We should have hidden it. Is it because we handle camera change? We press that. Oh, it's because I pressed the key after he was moving. And then, yeah, there's just no way for me to ever get back out of it then. So I don't want to be able to change cameras whenever, well. Yeah, so the change camera, one of the change camera states should be that we don't show the camera. Go to the next camera. Oh, this is just going to a randomized camera, actually. Oh, camera controller, where are you at? Is that all I changed on you? So if I'm trying to toggle through them round robin style, this isn't going to work. Get camera mounts. Do I have a current camera? Get random camera, current camera mount. Oh, here we go. I knew I coded this crap. Get next camera mount. Where you? Oh wait. There we go. Now, every time it flips over, Current equals 0. This is actually what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, hey, no, that won't work. Sorry. Shit. If we're greater than, I'm gonna say we equal 0 on our array, but I'm gonna return -1. Or crap, null. So basically, whenever we flip over, as we're cycling through the array, when we flip over to go back to 0, I'm going to return a null. And the way really, this class should know about the default camera position, but oh well, it's fine. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to extract it to a local. And this is going to be next camera mount. Oops. Next camera mount. Stab it. Stab. I told you to stab it, and I meant it. So we're going to set the transform to that, and then if, oh wait, no, sorry. If next camera mount is null, not equal to null yet. We're doing this. So we show it. We got a grower, not a shower. Else hide action camera and set we're going to set the style to blend or ease out, ease in and out. And yeah, that should do it. So now, whenever damn, we got a big ass crowd on X, it looks like. How y'all doing tonight? What did I just code? My brain is always melting when I'm doing this. Fast forward. Oh wait, no, let's take a long walk. And now we can toggle between camera points as we're walking. And then we can go back out. Oh, that's another thing I got to do. So let's go ahead and hit stop. There's a couple things I need to do here. Is the camera mount points, I need to get rid of these duplicates because I want them to have more better chance of rolling. And I'm going to fix this one camera angle that I hate. I think it's this guy. I made the sprites for the camera angles be these little guys. So let's make this one this. And now we're going to update apply all. Now this may have been a mistake. Hold on. Fog of War, no revealer. Yeah. Okay. So now let's hit play and let's toggle between our viewpoints. Oh yeah, another thing I gotta do. Sorry, let me. The post-processing volume needs to change. So how did I do that? Disable. Oops. Because we're setting it to the movement post-processing volume when we're moving, but when we cancel out, we got to make sure we undo that, and then that's it. I think that'll be everything. Now we are 1-to-1. We should be able to toggle our camera points. Just a second, look at something. Okay, let me think here. We're toggling camera points. Wrong button. Gotta go longer walk. So I had to hit it twice on that last one. So when I got to the 7th camera point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, this would be the 7th. I got to hit it one more time, and then it goes back out to the normal. So I've got my code off by 1, I think. That is right. 7. Yeah. 7's the one that's way up looking down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's going to be 0 to 6. And I'm going. Off one by one errors always get me. It's I don't care how long I do this. I will always have them. Basically, I needed to tick up one more time at the end, be able to flip back over because the way I had it checking. So the 7th one I had to repeat twice to cycle back into the freeform camera. Doo-doo. Long walk. And here's 7. And now we've got an issue. Maybe I was right. That should do it. Let's see if it picks up on the same one it left off on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117 fact that I can change it. Oh, always gotta double hit that one. I want to see why. You know what? I actually think I'm going to render the smooth line because right now I'm rendering the dots. Oh shit. I'm stuck under a scaffolding. Yep. I gotta move out. All right. Um, out of range. Oh, no wonder. If I zero out the current camera and I go null, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna +1 it. Oh shit, that's right. No, hold on. So let's test. Three, four. Hold on, now I gotta pause it. One sec. Attach Unity. So now we have a count of 7. We're at 4. We're at 5. Now we're at 6. But there we hit +1. Now we're at 7. Index outer bounds. I still haven't come into this. So that's the fix, I believe. We'll be good with that. The array, I was using array down there. Up here, I was using list count, which I keep forgetting about. Okay, so get next camera mount. Should be good. Seven, 8. There we go. Need to move that one just a teensy bit up that way. Sweet. You now can toggle your camera to your heart's content and also fast forward. All right. So let's take a moment to appreciate that. This is gonna be badass, man. All right. I'm just happy. Now I need a way to, if the action camera is showing, like I'm here, I can't rotate and I can't zoom. Well, it kind of did it, but it can't. It's so weird. The zoom's doing that. Basically, if any key, and we're up close. There's actually, I would like to have extra positions for whenever you hit escape. If you hit space, it'll also hide the action camera. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. So the camera is colliding in. We're able to toggle movement cams. Some of these corners aren't right. Okay. Oh, that's another bug I got to fix right there. Which I thought I did. So if I walk with WASD like this. Oh, actually, that's another thing I want to do. So unit action system, handle unit movement. I want to make the movement fast equals a 0. Okay, wait. Yeah, this is what I'll do. No, I don't. Oh. Okay, yeah, I know how to do this. Down here, the other movement logic will clean this up because if I'm not holding spacebar, it's going to go back to the default. But for this, I can... Ah, shit. We'll see. I don't think it's going to work. So now when I walk with WAS and D, it should be a lot faster clip, like moving along faster. But we'll see how it works. Fast forward. Yeah, it's not really doing what I wanted. Yeah, I gotta work that out. So I'm gonna make that faster. All right, so let's kind of summarize what we've done and let's do a check-in so I don't get crazy. What did I do? Move some stuff around. Just some cleanup. As for this, we introduced what else do we do? We controller added fast forward, speed up game, speed key. Unit.prefab. So we fixed camera angles. We added the new key. We've added the update speed. Camera points, we've corrected that logic. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then clean up. So we'll check that in because I don't want to. I've got everything kind of how I want it now. So I'm going to get checked in. And then let's see here. So we're all checked in. Delicious, delicious water. Man, everybody in the house is sick. It's nuts. Like 3 or 4 people tested positive for the flu. I somehow dodged it. Well, I felt like crap yesterday, but man, it kind of like towards the end of the day or today, I felt a lot better. But I don't know. Lil is the only one that's really hit hard. Everyone else is pretty much recovered. All right, what I want to do? Let's do some animation combat stuff. It just looks so fucking good. All right, let's see here. The Fog of War is working good now. I think I'm still suffering from some flickering issues, but I'm gonna figure that out. It's in relation to the Fog of War revealer moving. I'm almost 100%, but you know. First person mode. That damn flicker, I swear. What I'm going to do is separate the FOW revealer from the player unit and then have it just update its X and Y, or X and Z, and always maintain the same Y, because I believe the flicker's coming from the slight Y variation from the pathing and the animation. So that's what I think is going on. Alrighty. So the speed of the animation doesn't speed up with the movement. Or does it? I guess it does. I don't know. But fast forward you can do now. Now, why can't I see behind here? Oh, right. Duh. That makes sense. Working pretty good, and this, again, the more freedom the player has, as long as the roads uniform to the grid, the whole level can be, the designer or level designer is a little freer to kind of play stuff now, because I could take this highly complicated level and get it working with the game systems pretty fast. So that is good news. I will tell you right now, it is. Some of these things aren't considered obstacles yet. All right, so we got that going. It's on, I'm on 1 hour and 10 minutes. I'm going to go fill up my water cup real fast. So I will be right back. Just looks amazing. I need to hide the UI whenever. I will be right back, y'all. Here beam. Alrighty, I'm back. All right. So we've got camera toggling in. We got fast forward. I almost want the collider, the camera collider for the Cinemachine to not just straight up, or well, it's doing what it do, but transparent layers to avoid obstacles, distance, minimum occlusion, camera radius. Smoothing time, dampening, optimal target distance. Preserve camera distance, preserve camera height. Pull camera forward. Yeah, there's not much I can do. It's working pretty damn good. Like, for example, like right now, my camera's not going into the environment with this collider on. See, it's hitting the walls and sliding across them. Like if I get up close to here, my camera stays to where it can see me. Now if I turn off that collider, it's going to go inside. So I got to deal with the nuisance of it for certain. Oh, it's not really a nuisance. It's all around wind. Yeah, 5 is too slow for default speed. Now the camera collider isn't working on the action camera, which I think that would be beneficial. So that's what I wanted. The dampening, let's do double the smoothing time and twice the dampening. So whenever it comes out of it, it's not such a violent jerk. It's more of a smooth thing. There we go. That's smoother than it was. Maybe I'll take that to 0.5. So when we occlude it, we're going down at 0.5. And then when we come out, we're going at a 2. And now I'm out in the water. No, I shouldn't be out here. See, that's another thing I don't like. It sometimes like comes down, then like right here. Now if I zoom way in, I can fix this. What I need to do is figure out if I can react to this happening. And it should, this collider would update. Ignore tab. Damn. There's probably not an event, but it would, instead of just moving the Cinemachine camera and not setting my zoom distance to, that's the problem. Because like if I'm zoomed way out like this, it's going to be top down. when the collider, this Cinemachine collider does its thing, and then I got to zoom in like this, and then finally it'll start looking. Whereas I'd like the Cinemachine collider to, you know, let's see what we can see in the script. All right, do we have layer mask, bool floats, resolution strategy? Let's actually try some of those. So ooh, maintain distance might be what I was wanting. Oh yeah, that's actually way better. The maintain distance creates a much better view in here. The collider dampening affects this? That's wild. Maintain distance is much better than move forward. So let's see what it looks like in action. Oh, I forgot there's no collider right here. Or it's not registering properly. It's working pretty damn good. Some of this level isn't working right, so I can clip through stuff. Just ignore that. What was it that was blocking the view? The street light, I guess? Yeah. So there's going to be some things that I want the collider to ignore. Wonder how I'm going to work through that. Regardless, walking looks a lot better. So I need to preserve camera distance, maximum effort, and go with the 1 on dampening there. Do I want to let me think. Now I need to fix the camera points for units, I think is another thing I gotta do. So right now these camera points work great for the player as a human. When the NPCs or the AI does it, why am I off grid? There's some work to be done. One, I think if I can't see the NPC, their movement will be instantaneous. I'm not going to animate it. If they are within a visible area, then I will animate it, and then there will be a chance that the action camera will happen. Okay, I'm on grid now. I wasn't on grid a second ago. So intern. I'm just not going to do it for the enemies that are not nearby. Shoot me. See, I'm off grid. Why is that? So the camera, get next camera. So I've disabled randomized action camera, and now only whenever I hit the keys will it switch cameras. I think that might be the right way to go. Slightly off grid again, I think. It's like when I move once. No. No, we're good. Maybe it's for when I'm diagonal. You're a little off grid, but I think it's just the nature of the beast. I can make it better, but it hasn't hurt anything so far. And shoot. Yeah, I think I want to implement the instant movement for let me think, guys. So I've got that pretty panned out, right? And we have default movement's too damn slow. So we're gonna set that for 10. This should be 20. If I had $1,000,000. Forgot about the combat. Pop. The fence is kind of messed up when it comes to the fog of war. Some of these environment pieces are still. They're not set up right. Or on like that. I'm pretty sure it's the connector is the fog of war thinks it can see through it, but it can't. Let's see here. Just choked on water. All right. I'm alive. All right, let's get some cool combat going. Well, one, so the melee camera needs to be cut and then ease in and out on activation and deactivation. I'm going to implement next a lot more combat related stuff. I think I'm going to do the werewolf, some of the werewolf actions, the attack animations that line up and actually like make the player, hit the player, bounce the player off, all that. So the feet are sticking into the ground. I think I know why that is, because I turned off height testing. There we go. Play. The feet aren't sticking in the ground. Not in the ground. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, so next up will be combat with a werewolf. If the dampening for the collider actually is going to be variable based off of if we got game speed up or not too. So see how kind of slow it is now. If I were to double speed through there, by the time I get out, it's what's the point of even going down? So that's another thing. On when I hold down the speed up game, it needs to speed up the Cinemachine collider. All right. So let's look at our enemies. Where's the word Vic? Where the fuck did he go? Yeah, so let's go to in place. So the werewolf will do this, and then the player is going to do this animation on the opposite end. And I'm going to get these two lined up. So no animator, really? None. Test animation. There we go. All right, so we're going to get back to those animations. I do want this to loop. Okay, it's looping. Okay, never mind. Now we're going to go back to our test. We're going to duplicate. We're going to name this test 2. And its animation is going to be the victim's animation. Right there. So now I've got my test animator. Both these should be looping. So this is attack 1. So this is the attacker right here. My 90 degree. 180 I meant. So now if I hit play, don't play maximized. We're going to hit play. And I should see, let's see if they just time out well, just real quick like that. Oh, I didn't animate them. Whoops. That'd do it. So for this guy's mesh, there's no rig on this one. Humanoid. Oh, okay. Well, let's just do our werewolf then. That's, yeah, that'll be cooler anyways. Why the fuck was I doing this way? Do this a better way. So there's a test werewolf. And then for the unit, I'm going to copy, paste, animator test 2. So that one's good. This one needs animator, which would be test. Now they're both good. No scripts. Whoops. Actually, let me get them lined up. Where are they? Where are they at? Let's see if this works. Shit, it works pretty fucking good. Whoa. What's up, man? Hey, how's it going, guys? How's it going? Thank you for the raid. Hold on, let me switch my sound here. I forgot to do that. I think that's the right one. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I was just working on a finisher combo or versus animations here. Oh, it's going good, man. Got a lot of stuff done. I've got a good check-in. I've done some cleanup. Like this whole level here. Well, hold on, let me copy these guys real quick.
Awesome to the max.
Thank you, Kilt. Thank you much. Appreciate the raid. Who was raiding me? Kenny? You got my back, Kilt. All right, let me give you guys a rundown real quick. Just let me save my guys here.
Awesome. Awesome to the max.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see here. So I've got them copied. Paste. There we go. Anyways. So what I did real quick was tonight I just dropped this level in here and got it like to where it works on the grid. Really relatively fast. I just layered. It's not perfect. Some stuff where the red cubes are at is unwalkable. But it automatically detected based off the layers I've set up. But I introduced fast forward. You can now hold down the space bar to increase the time it takes to go do something. And then I also introduced the cameras. So you can now toggle. The fence is messed up collision wise. But this level isn't like, I just dropped it in and within a couple minutes I had it in the system where I could walk around in it. Just testing stuff out. Different camera angles for transitioning. There's also the Cinemachine Collider component has been added. So if you go underneath something, the Cinemachine camera is going to try to adjust and keep the distance, and it does that all automatically. Voodoo. I blame it on Voodoo. So let me show you guys kind of like the gameplay loop. This is your home base, kind of where you kind of go to between sessions or extractions. You go out and try to loot and extract stuff and bring it home to keep your bunker running. Oops, I forgot I got this over here. So this is your bunker. Right now it's sideways. I think I'm going to do a top down. All this is work in progress. These are stand-in models. But this is the war table. And this is kind of how you'll interact with the game world. And so these will be randomized locations. So it's sort of like a roguelike. And you can get stuff and bring them back. And then there'll be locations that are handmade for each spot. And then that's the war table. That's kind of how you interact with their exit and go out into the world. Here's where you're going to grow your plants and farm and all that crap. Your IT communications and intelligence room. Your vehicle bay. So you start off on foot with just your backpack, and when you leave it takes a lot more time and you can't bring it back as much, but eventually you'll get a vehicle. This is all mostly wired up. Thank you, Connie. So this is your vehicle bay, but basically you can go out, dump your backpack, keep going to more areas or going randomized areas and looting and come back to your home base. And then down here is the water purification and storage. But I broke the transition. I got to fix it. So I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, it's kind of, this is where you got to manage your water storage and purification. Oh, Crazy Mike, thank you for the raid, man. What's up? Oh, don't know. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it.
Awesome to the max.
Thank you for the follow, Brosif. Man, 2 raids. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Let me redo this spiel then for the new raid. So here's the gameplay loop. Mike, Crazy, thank you for the raid again, man. It was Connie. So yeah, this is your home base. This is your war table, like the game world map. All these are stand-in models for right now. And then you can go to randomize areas, go in, extract out. You'd basically, your bunker will be down here and you'll be capturing stuff, trying to get to the bad guys or the back area where all the good shit is and all that. You grow your plants, your vegetation and stuff here in your hydroponics area, your bunker with your IT communications and intelligence. This is your vehicle bay. When you start out, you're going to start out on foot with a backpack, and you can't really, you'll go out there. It takes time, energy, food. You'll just bring back what's in your backpack. Eventually you'll get a vehicle, and then you can dump your stuff in the vehicle, and then be able to go out there and loot longer and come back. I'm at the 1 year mark right now. So then let me go to, let's see if this transition's not going to work. So I'll give you a kind of idea what the levels are going to look like. So when you're out in the world, it's going to be a turn-based survival extraction shooter kind of thing. Is you're going to see how long you can go, and it's going to be sandboxy, so you can tweak all kinds of stuff like whatnots. No, I didn't know about that. I should check it out. I'm trying to get to where I have a little demo reel that I can show. Hold on, let me fix something here. Yeah, I'm real close. Like, that's why I'm trying to focus on getting the Fog of War and the levels, at least where I can get the page up. Shit, what was I thinking here? So when you're outside of combat, movement's going to move like this. You have a fast forward button, but you can quickly, outside of combat, you can quickly get through the environment and loot and search through stuff, or you can take it slowly. And what I just introduced last night was the camera system. So as you're walking, you can change the camera angle for a more cinematic experience. So these are what I call the walking action cameras. And then you got the action cameras for combat and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's kind of what I've been working on right now, or last few days, is this camera system. Just to get it spice up transversal. And again, you can fast forward is what I introduced today, so you can cook through it if you want to. So that's that. I'll show you combat. It's getting fleshed out more and more. Main 3. So this is a little level that I put together today. And all I did was just highlight whatever I want to be obstacles, whether or not I just sets layer, and the game engine just picks up and allows the characters to walk through. Let's see if we got enemy units. Awesome. Thank you, Connie. Have a good one. Thanks for the raid. I really appreciate it. And thanks for the the suggestion, Kilted. So now I'm in combat. So it's going to kind of go like this. Now, if I end my turn, and when you're in combat, I'm going to be restricted to so many movements per turn. Like, all right, Mike, have a good one. But what I'm getting ready to program is this interaction. So my first two unit animation combat thing. So this is my first time. Ignore the weapons on the hands, actually. I don't know why they're there. Or I do know why, but hold on a sec. Boom. There we go. All right. So basically I'm going to create an action that whenever the actually shit. I know how I handle this. The move action or the melee action right now, I will have an option to say, hey, the victim unit or the one getting attacked is forced to play this animation. But yeah, because I ain't got to do too much work. As long as I hit play on both of them, that just kind of pans out. I might move the werewolf up a little bit. Whatever, fool. Oh, I can't. Whatever. Oh, because I'm not hitting the right thing. Why do I have duplicates? Oh, it's these guys. Okay, which one is the right one? These two are. What the fuck is going up? The fuck? Come on now. What am I thinking here? Sorry, I had those duplicates. So I'm basically just testing this out right here in place. But I want... So how am I going to identify that this attack has a corresponding victim animation without creating a whole new separate melee attack for this guy? So I think I'm going to take the melee action. So the unit animator has... Oh, crap. Ten slots for melee animations per unit. So unit is kind of like the base character of the game, and enemies are variants of that. Oh, yep, animation events. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one. That is. Or no, not even animation events. No, you're right. Yeah, if No, that's a pretty good one. So I could say, or no, I think animation events. The problem, well, with an animation event, so it goes off, it fires off at this frame in the animation. Problem with that is going to be, how do I know my target? I know my target at the point of taking an action. Or taking the melee action. Target unit. Oh wait, does this get... Sweet. Okay, so I actually am storing the... so this is what I can do. The target unit. There's not a lot of these. So the other one... Let me set up the other one while I think about this so I can make sure I do it right the first time without hosing it. So let's go, let's duplicate her. And this is, so I'm going to lay out all my combo attacks. And then I'm going to use this to figure out the distance that I need to be setting them from each other to look right. But this time I'm going to go with, all right, Merlin, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Actually, night, man. 2 raids in a night. That's, you know, I call that good. That's a good night. Damn it. What am I thinking? Enemy, vampire. That's what I want. Duplicate this. Bring it out here. Control Shift F to bring it into the scene. Z to go to pivot. Control Shift drag to snap it to ground. Yep. Since I know that I can just say, I just need to be able to say this animation has that. I have to link that right now. Say, hey, if you're playing this guy, do this one and fire off the event for the victim. To subscribe to. So this is another one. So duplicate. This one's gonna be really cool. I can't wait to see it. Yeah, now I remember where it's at. Oh, vampire. Where is it? Float. Here it is. Okay, so this one's going to be here. Okay. And then I need another one. I should just name these. Just so I can see it and line it up. This is again, all this is going to get thrown away, but you know. So we go back down here. All right. So now this should be the vampire bite and victim animation. I gotta turn off the fog of war. Oh, that didn't pan out, did it? Hold on. Canvas, systems, fog of war. What's your malfunction, buddy? Oh, right. I think I did this wrong. Where are you at? Go. Probably got to move you up. Always line up in orthographic. You get perfect. All right, let's see. I still gotta put a face on him. He'll get a face eventually. Not animating. Oh shit. Might help if I turn the animator on. Take all the damn weapons out of him. No, yeah, I'm gonna go with an event approach for sure. Oops, I did it again. Yeah, so I gotta get way closer. And I gotta change the way it, instead of falling forward, I'm gonna reverse that animation at that keyframe and then make her fall backwards. Or copy the frames from a falling backwards animation and cut out that one. So that's pretty good. Sweet. Now there's a floating one too I kind of want to see. So we're going to see it. This is the attack. And then variant 2. Yeah, like he'll float in the air and he'll at variable heights. He's always gonna be floating. He's never actually gonna walk around for the most part. So he's gonna have a floating bite attack here that I'm gonna line up. And then I will get it all working actually in real time. So let's go ortho, bird's eye, zoom way in. I would almost like to parent the head bone to the hand. That'd make my life a lot simpler. This animation is going to need cleanup, I think, because the hand's reversed up there. Like it's, or maybe I just don't got it in the right spot. No, I think the timing's off also. Let me hit play. Turn off the fog for now. So each animation, oh shit, that's like perfect. Holy shit. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, fucking A. Oh, this is going to be amazing. So the vampire, again, like it's a fuck situation. You want to avoid him at all costs. He's just uber powerful. You can't really kill him. You can kind of stun, like put him down like Mr. X, deter him, like push him back. But he's always going to be that ever-present threat. He's the one that's, caused the calamity and shit. Like, so when you see him, it's just get the shit out of Dodge. Werewolves, again, super dangerous. The zombies will be your kind of common fodder. But when you see these two, it just takes a whole different turn. Damn it, that looks so cool. All right, let's get it working. So I'm going to have to provide an offset too. So for this animation, what I'll do is on the start, after I'm going to basically, there's going to be an animation event to fire off to say the elevation. So after the initial first grab, like right there, after he's grabbed and pulled in, I'm going to make him float up a little bit. No thing, I'm going to go home. You guys are just wailing. Probably need to move the werewolf up too here. God, this is going to look amazing. Okay. So I've got 3 attacks like this. I want to do more, honestly. Yeah, it looks better. I don't know about the halo hands, but I think it's cool looking. All right. Time to make this work. And honestly, I'm going to convert probably most of the state machine actions, attacks to be driven, action completion for attacks to be driven by animation events. So I don't have to sit there and adjust the timer trying to figure it out. The animation is the one that completes the action. And that way, all these different links, I don't care. As long as the animation has that event for the start and the end, the system will pick it up and handle it appropriately in the state machine. All right, so let's do it. This is tonight's objective. The combo, actually, I'm going to leave you guys on this while I go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Inverted mullet guy for you. Alrighty. Let's rock it. All right, so Oops, sorry about that. The every melee action can set that's it. Melee actions can set the victim animation. And so when I'm offsetting this, so the attacker is going to have the offset. The victim, it wouldn't make sense for the victim to walk up and get grabbed. The attacker is always going to close the gap that needs to be closed to make the animation look good, like it is right here. So victim stays put. The attacker is going to, I'm going to figure out the perfect distance here. So I'm going to say distance. Yeah, the attack animation has a distance to the pivot of the victim. And I'm going to use that as the offset, and I'll slide that, and it'll play. He'll move to where the distance, he'll walk up to the distance is perfect, and then grab. And after completion, walk back, or I don't know. I think walk back, yeah. We'll see. All right, so let's get started with that. So every unit can have 10 animations, so I'm just going to create a data type to hold this information. Oh, yeah, those are, so what I did is I copied the models from my units. These aren't actual units. Those things should be deleted, honestly. They're not supposed to be there. They're just accidentally there because I copy paste it from a guy or a functional unit. So if I go in here into the hand and I remove these, because these are test models. These aren't my actual units. These are just bare models with animators, so I can figure out the lineup here. But if I delete these from each one of them, then that problem goes away. And then we go werewolf. Vamp, already did it. Werewolf. These are just temporary stand-ins, but yeah, it is kind of off-putting to see that. So let's see it without. Check. Go back. It's my 1, 2, neck, clavicle, upper arm, forearm, hand. Goodbye. I've got a system to make it to where I no longer need to embed stuff into the rig or the armature of a 3D model. It on startup, it'll take objects and place them in the appropriate places. Because this is having anything inside the armature is kind of weird when you are duplicating, or I don't know. I'd rather dynamically drop stuff into an armature on startup and then instead of have it in there prefab wise. It's just an opinion of mine. So now no one should have weapons in their hands. Now, if these were actual units, they have logic to make sure the correct weapon is displayed or not displayed, or if their hands are empty. But now, yeah, no weapons. All right, so let's create this data type to hold it. I'm going to say this is going to be a list of these objects on the melee action, and there's going to be 10 of them. And you can set any animation, you can change it and give it a victim animation. So so there's two trains of thoughts there. What I'm doing is, I destroy what's in the hand and I put a new one in there instead of having all the weapons in the hand disabled. But if you look at like the Aisha here, Aisha has all her backpacks on her. These are all skin meshes. Oops. that are disabled. So this character here has all the parts on it, but they're disabled. So it's kind of a mixed, bag kind of thing. Supposedly this, if it's disabled, it still counts towards draw calls or some shit, they say. Or if this has no consequence, this is nice and easy. You have all the backpacks here instead of creating and destroying them. But if you got 100 units and 100 units have all 30 backpacks on them, and if the disabled backpacks have a consequence, then you want to take the time to make sure it's just one instance of a backpack on the mount point. But again, I've seen kind of mixed communications on that. I've seen a lot of models that go this route when they're customizable. That's just how it is. And then there's some where it swaps it out. But I think for the most part, I see when it comes to modular stuff, it's usually like this. Yeah. Now, if I'm not trying to push numbers like huge amount of units on the screen at a time, thankfully. So a lot of what I need to do, I can get away with this. I'm pretty sure. But again, as profiling down the road, if I need to get some juice, I always have the option. Where'd my brain go? My brain went to you, the melee action. All right, let's move. So I went from this system where I was supplying the animations in a list to so now there's 10. Every unit could possibly have 10 melee animations. So this is picking it off whenever we take an action, we're picking our melee action here. So here's where we decided out of the 10 possible melee actions a unit can have, which one did we get? And then now I'm going to create a system to say, hey, this animation for this unit actually, let me get rid of that. And this is more designer friendly, this approach, because I can, for every new unit, I don't need to come in here and specify a bunch of set up all the units in it. I just create the units animator controller overrider and it's done. Like its units are applied to the unit. Like this is a great little setup. And I can expand it if I need more than 10, but 10's, I doubt I'll need 10. All right, so we pick that. We're going to come up here. You no longer need it, so we're going to convert you into I call it melee action config. I'll move this class out of here later, but I'm going to get this real quick. So int, yeah. Let me get my keyboard near me, actually. I got all cockeyed here. Int animation ID. Then we're going to have, what all do I need to know? So animation clip. Call it target animation. Target duo animation. I'm going to call it duo whenever I do anything where two units are animating together. It's going to be a duo. And then we're going to go with a float of, no, let's do vector 3 so we have more control. We can, if I just did distance, I would only be able to line it up like this. But say I want the animation look better if I have like the attacker kind of go off to the left a bit. So let's do vector 3. And this is our offset. Yep. Duo offset. That's all the information I need right now to get going. So we're going to convert this to a list of melee action config. And this is an easy way for me because I'll know that the werewolf's duo and attack animation is 3. So I can just configure this in the editor and be good. Oops, so I got an error. So I hit save. Yep. So the attacker will be responsible for lining up the animation, the duo animation. Just because it'd be weird, like, say the werewolf started attacking and the player slowly moved up and then got on the ground, right? Yeah, the beauty of turn-based. Serializable field. I'm on the melee action. Where's my fucking turn? Oh, I bet you I gotta do this. I got the class that I made to be in that list needs to be serializable, and then it can appear in the inspector. I bet you that's it. Yep, there we go. Cool. All right, so now I can say, obviously the unit does not have any animations that have victims right now, so I'm going to leave this empty. I'm going to go to the werewolf unit right here, go to his melee action, and what was the name of that animation? Versus attack 1, right? So that's what I want. What am I thinking? Brain. Oh, I need to look at the animator overrides. So werewolf, he's got 10 melee attacks. All of them, the versus isn't in here yet, actually. So I want to go put it in here as one of them. versus in place will be melee action 10. So melee action 10 is my victim animation. That's so I know that information. So I come back to my werewolf prefab, and all my prefabs are prefab variants of the unit. So I have this really nice thing. So here's the parent unit prefab. These guys are variants. The human enemy is a prefab variant of the unit, which is a human unit, the player. And then these guys are prefab variants of the unit enemy. So if I want to make changes to all the units, it'll trickle down to all my other units off this one. If I want to make changes to every unit, every unit, no matter what, I just apply it here. And then if I want to do granular stuff down here on the variants of the enemy, I do it there. It's a really nice system, and it's so slick. So basically, in my video game, there's a concept of a unit, and everybody is a unit, but they all have variants and can be themselves and have their own animations and all that stuff. So we've got that on animation 10. So let's select the werewolf. We're going to create a new melee action config. Oh, damn it. I gotta do this on everyone. Oh, I'm dumb. None of these are public. My bad. There we go. Here's a really cool editor trick. So when you're in a text editor, if you hold Control Shift or Alt Shift and then, Alt Shift click, and then you can like select. Now I got this, and I can type out on 3 lines. Or if I come over here, I can hit Tab, or no, wait, what is it? Well, anyways, you can edit columns, and then there we go. If you hit Control and directions, then you can do like this. And I can do test, So yeah, again, Alt Shift click, and then you can drag, and then you can edit everything in this column like that. Or if you Control directional, then you can go to every line will go to the next word, and you can add on to every word in a line. It's just stupid handy for data editing in an editor. I'm a keyboard shortcut freak. I live by keyboard shortcuts. Notepad++ does it too. Most text editors, if they are worth a shit, that works in them. Yeah, like if I use it for trimming off stuff from huge lists and CSVs or all kinds of different stuff. But I love it. It's a very handy trick when you need it. All right, so what have we done? We have got yay, there we go. All right, so I know animation 10 is going to have the victim animation of versus 2, and then we'll just try it, and then I'll pause the game while we're testing, and then I'll adjust this number and see where we can get it. All right, cool. So we're one step closer to the werewolf having this. Now, the next thing I want to do is force the werewolf to always get a number 10, or play the 10th animation for debugging reasons. There's a number of ways I can do that. Let's doing it via the inspector would be if greater than 0. Then current equals. So let's go ahead and create. So I hit Control Dot in Visual Studio. Control period is your like your intelligent actions or whatever. So anytime you see it, you just hit Control period. And now I'm going to create a field for this in the class, and see it comes up here and creates it for me. But I do want this to be exposed in the editor. So I'm going to do the serializable field. Yep. So now I can set this in the animator, and this is going to default to 0, so it never forces an animation override. But this, for debugging reasons, this is going to be super helpful. And in the future, there could be run modifiers where you say like werewolves can only do, I don't know. You can force animations. Anyways, necessity is why I have this here. So go back to here. If it's greater than 0 and forced, so if this is greater than 10, I want it to be 10, else forced. There we go. That way we prevent it from picking an animation that we don't have. So when this is 0, wait, you may be right. Hold on. No, this is a mapping from 1 to 10. This is mapping to the animation controller animations 1 to 10. Oh yeah, coerce. I guess I could have just done that, yeah. Yeah. We're not starting. That's why 0 is my, hey, don't force an animation. Just do it, you know, whatever. Oh wait. There we go. Oh. All right, so this will really help me debug this, because I can get him to constantly, repeatedly do that. All right, so now I can force the animation for debugging. Now I can come in here. Now, okay. I have that information for the melee action. So in take action here, I can, we need to check if animation has a config, or if, yeah. So equals what did I name that? Oh, nice. That is very clean, actually. Dude, I like that. I'm going to do that just so I can get in the habit of it. Oh, wait. Is that in a... Oh, it's an extension. Okay, yeah. I have to find that. Select. Let's do where. So if we have any configs that match our current melee ID, get the first one. There we go. Nice. I need to find a place to put that. That would be good. Oh, and an extension method, yeah. Yeah, let me get that in a second. So we found a config matching our current ID. Now that we found our config, we need to tell our target. So now we know, well, actually, hold on. If melee config equal null, target duo animation is not equal to null. I actually, so the attacker having the animation doesn't help me because well, if I could get the animator, no, I don't want to do that. That's it. So instead of it providing a animation clip, we're just going to provide an ID. And that way I can, the animator controller can just play the duo ID animation by ID with a blend tree. And that way, because I'm not going to have a shitload of them. So this is a nice clean way to be able to trigger in the target unit without doing, I don't have to manipulate dynamically setting the clip or anything like that. Oh, Chobro VR, what's up, man? How's it going? How is it going tonight? Welcome, welcome. I need to get a little video like Irish has that shows his game on a little loop. Hell yeah, man. Unity for the win. It's just my favorite engine. I can't help it. I love it. It's an abusive relationship when it comes to their executive staff, though. All right. Yeah, it just that way well, actually I should just create a command that just shows off a little clip and kind of explains the game for me. An explainer video be good. Yeah, Unity Blender is my pipeline for real. It works so seamlessly, man. Like I can edit right here and then just flip back over to Unity and see the change and test and even manipulate the mesh while I'm in play mode. Like I love the workflow that I have for Unity to Blender. It's easy. It's just, yeah, no frills, no headaches so far. All right, so now that I have that, we're gonna go back to take action. I'll show you the game in just a second. I want to try to get this. I'm trying to create a kind of finisher or a duo animation setup. Shit. Where is it? What was I thinking? Take action. That's right. So take action. So if this. So again, 0. If a 0 again is the hey. So when it comes to these duo animations or forced animations, or when it comes to the animator controller, it's always going to be 1 to 10 for the animations. So 0 will always be the don't do it, or just do whatever else. So if it's not equal to 0, then the target unit, I'm going to say play or play duo animation. And we're going to pass in our melee config dot All right, so this is I would like to write out my animations and then have it create it for me. Oh, thank you for this the subscription, man. Appreciate you so much. Appreciate you. A lot of times if I'm going to do something like I want a new method, instead of going to class and writing the method, I like to do this. I was like some new method I want, and then I'll pass in data from here. And then, current melee ID. So I want a method in this class that takes in these 3 things, and then I hit control period, and then I generate the method. And now I got the method, and I come over here and I implement it. That's my favorite way to write a method. All right, so I got a couple people here. I'll go ahead and show you guys what I'm doing. Hold on just a sec. So my game is it's called Calamity. It's sort of like a roguelite sandbox game with procedural dungeons and shit, but you have a bunker that you're forced out of, and you got to go out in the world and go to these areas, these randomized areas and handmade areas, and get in there and loot and try to find stuff and extract out and get back to the bunker and try to get everything working. So what I was working on right now is some animations between the vampires and the werewolves and the players. Let me show you the bunker real quick. I really I gotta nail my description down better. But if you know Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, and Zomboid and all that, like, I kind of want it to be that kind of survival experience with like the roguelike elements. So, you gotta do shit. Where's my brain going? But it's turn-based because I just like the way Cataclysm plays. I can kind of think about it and the situations. So this is your bunker. All this is going to kind of stand-in art at the moment. It's going to be swapped out, and this may actually go from a side view to a top-down view. I need to do some YouTube tutorials. But here's the war table. This is like your world map and how you'll interact with the world. So there'll be multiple randomized locations. So this would be a randomized location. This one would be, and eventually there'll be a static location that was handmade, handcrafted. And you can there's a cooldown on that guy. You can only do that every so often, but these randomized ones, you can jump in and extract, loot and extract, and your bunker's back here, and you're trying to build your way, or kind of clear out and take over as you go to the back. And the vampire's castle is going to be back here. It's going to be like think of like Castlevania. Like the vampire came and caused the calamity. He kind of came to this reality or whatever, and like started fucking shit up and turned everyone into zombies. And so that's how you're going to navigate the world via that. And then here's where you're going to grow your plants and your agriculture and all that. You got your communications, intelligence, and server room. You got your vehicle bay. At first, you won't have a vehicle, but eventually you'll get one. And you can carry more back from each run. And then down here is your water storage and purification. It's broken right now. I can't fly in there. But this is your bunker, and that's you'll leave here, and you'll basically try to live as long as you can. There are some objectives and stuff, but it's mostly just it's emerging gameplay and trying to survive as long as you can for each run. And yeah. I'm gonna go back here. Here's kind of a good look at a level, what it'll kind of look like. So if I hit play, well, this isn't run down yet either. I've still got to apocalyptify this. But here's kind of like the world will be all messed up and you're looting buildings and you're trying to get it's not really about, hey, come in here. And outside of combat, you move like this. It's not turn-based. Well, it is, but you're free to move freely outside of combat. So it's in the turn-based combat. I want that to be fluid, so it's not going to be slow. It's going to be. But then I added like these action cameras for walking, so you can kind of toggle cameras for a more cinematic look for when you're walking. Just like, Grand Theft Auto, when you're driving the car, or Red Dead, you can go into cinematic mode. It's kind of inspired by that. So I got like the character sheet, stats stuff. I got to get all kind of finished up. Oh no. Oh crap. You guys there? Is OBS working? So my middle monitor went black. Okay. What am I going to do here? Can I move Unity? Okay, Unity's there. I'm going to turn... Shit. This is a weird thing that's been happening. Like, where's device manager? I'm gonna switch source and see if it'll. Like, you see the start bar is there, but my background, every application is just covered in black. I think I can restart Explorer and not in the stream. Like, let me know if the stream is. I gotta move everything. Another really handy keyboard shortcut is Windows key and then directional arrows. So say you got a window that's off, you can't see it or whatever, Windows key and start hitting left and right. This is a 4090 tower that I we got like a brand new tower with like all the latest bits, and yeah, this crap happens. Restart. Nope. Here, I'm gonna switch OBS to a different monitor. Well, hold on. Am I still going? Was I? Okay. All right. Kill the monitor. This is a Samsung Odyssey G8 or whatever, right? Again, what is it doing it? Yeah, I think I'm hosed. Yeah, I'm hosed. Can you see anything now? Like, oh man, this sucks. Okay, what if I close? So that's Visual Studio. I just, how about this? Let's go display settings. Maybe if I toggle main monitor or something, it will bring it back. Come on. So weird, man. I hate when this happens. Like, my old computer never did this. My shiny freaking 4090 GTX or RTX or whatever, it's got problems. All right, let's do this. There we go. We're back. I think. Oh, it's weird. Can you see my screen now? It's the primary display. So that's really weird. My preview in OBS is completely frozen. Is my web camera working? Okay, well, I'm going to Google this real quick. Windows 11 primary monitor black, but taskbar view visible. I ain't going to safe mode. Yeah, you'll find crap. Okay. Anyways, so I'm going to try to avoid. Yeah, so Unity has been